Okay. So, I'm gonna hit this bonfire. And now my plan is to... I think I'm just gonna run past the rooftop guy because I currently have the Ember status and I don't want to lose that needlessly. So obviously I missed that plunging attack. I wasn't really doing it carefully. Oh well. Like I did basically no damage on the plunging attack, I guess it's because he was on the ladder, and then he fell off the ladder onto me. Anyway. Okay, so... I will now... just go past this guy if I can. Alright, so he's up there. Now... is this an area I can walk? Yes. If all those guys are gonna get up when I get down there, that's gonna be a tough fight. Not to mention that guy. So let me get in a slightly more secure position to... don't want to be near that guy. I want to read the black firebomb description. Actually, I haven't even read the regular firebomb description. Highly effective against creatures of flesh, beasts, and other foes that might naturally have cause to fear the flame. That's extremely vague. More powerful bisque urn filled with special black powder. Okay, so... throwing knife, throw at enemies to inflict damage. Temporarily applies lightning. Online play, blah blah blah. Okay. Alright, so Black Firebomb does more damage. Same as in the other games. Now, can I lock onto that guy? Not at this range. I'm gonna try throwing a throwing knife at him. I don't want to throw myself off the ledge. He's got something funny on his back. Okay, so now I'm locked on. Oh, it hit the ledge, and then I immediately lost my lock. Okay, well, let's plink him. now this messes up my equipment ratio, so I can't leave it on. Just want to see how much health he has. Not all that much. I mean, it'll probably seem like a lot of health when I'm down there next to him, but... it seemed like I could probably take him out with 10 arrows if I wanted to. Oh, and that guy started moving. Maybe he always was. Okay. So from here, there's a guy with a spear and a tower shield, or I've got this ladder. Now this guy with the blue cape is not currently moving. Looks like he's got a spear through his neck. So this guy's been decapitated. Somebody's breathing. Oh. So that's where that guy is. So they seem to be just empty husks of armor. What about you? More solid than the armor. Okay, so he's been stabbed lots and lots of times, including through the neck. He's sort of reaching for this halberd, so I think he's probably dead, which means it's just the guy ahead, and maybe most of these are empty. This isn't an ideal place to fight him, but I'm... His attack is slower than I expect. Hello, spinning attack. Damn it. Where do I go? Okay. Well, that was interesting. Okay, well, I consider that a successful encounter. Somehow got out of there without dying. Of course, now I got this guy to get past. No guarantee I'll survive here. what that message said when it popped up. So I guess I ended up back here. Rough. Okay, well, let's try again. Once he hit me, he started to try to stun lock me, and he ended up over by that ladder, so I couldn't just go up like I intended. Gonna land on him? Can I sprint past this guy without him waking up? Oh, that guy didn't die. Okay, so that guy is up there being a jerk. And the guy down here has some AoE attack. Okay, let's try the guy with the spear and the shield. Now, the trouble with the spear and the shield guy is I can't run away from him very easily anyway. Backstab fishing. So there's a guy in a jug and a guy behind him. Guy stomping around above, making it hard to tell if there's enemies near me. Undead Hunter Charm. Is that like a Lloyd's Talisman? Prevents Estus recovery within limited area. Lloyd's Clerics, blah blah blah. Lloyd's Talisman, okay. That's an item, another item I don't think I have ever used. Aha! So I'm on the other side of that gate. Okay, so I've got the item, I killed this guy. And once again, I've got a dead end. I've always got a path to my right. Forward. Bone dog. This guy's ready to ambush me. This floor is a little sketchy. Broadsword. I doubt that's better than the claymore. Let's take a look at least. So the longsword damage is 110 plus 24. This is 117 plus 25, so slightly better. Same weight. Broadsword scales better with strength. Otherwise, they seem... Longsword is standard thrust. Broadsword standard. Designed for slashing. Stance. Okay. I think broadsword was the starting weapon for the knight in DS1. So, I think I've used it just until I got a different weapon in that game. Alright, so I can continue forward here, but I want to at least go a little bit down this path. Seems like we're just heading for this item. Halberd guy and bone dog. Axe guy. Looks like maybe that's a hole in the roof. It made a strange noise when I got that. So I could drop down. So I could drop down there and be on that intermediate level. And it looks like maybe there's an item there. Maybe not. But if I did drop down to that intermediate level, I wouldn't have any choice. Oh, is this? This guy, this kind of reminds me of the guy sitting on the throne in Firelink. But if I got over there, It looks like all I'd be able to do is drop down into this mess of enemies, so that doesn't seem like a good plan. Alright, let's keep going this way. Aha, so now we can get down to them a little bit more safely, maybe. Yeah, okay, stairs going down. See at least 3 enemies. Now 4. Assuming one of them will spot me. Nobody yet. Okay, so that chest, based on the position of its chain, would not be a mimic in DS1. I'm going to try to hit just the guy on the left. Miss. That's right, I wanted to try throwing knives. Okay. And the chest does not appear to be breathing. Let's look at this guy first. Okay, so far so good. Nobody's aggroed here. This is very unlikely to be a mimic at this point. Silver Eagle Kite Shield. Now I've been wanting a better shield. Something with higher stability for that octopus monster. So this is mine. Weight 4.5, stability 48. I just picked up weight 5, stability 45. Okay, so naively it seems worse. Nothing. Okay, so as far as I can tell, the shield I have is better than the one I just picked up in every respect. I'd really like to get a great shield. Oh, maybe that's the sound I heard before. Jug breaking. Alright. Obviously you just want to pull one. Okay. Let's see. Ah, darn it. I lost the lock just as I threw it. What? There we go. Kind of hard to be sure they're dead, because this has the same problem as DS2 in that when they're dead, their health bar, like you can't see any health in it, but when they're barely alive, it looks the same. Okay. Can't lock onto anybody. This does hardly any damage. Oh. I keep hitting the walls. Just messing up my combo. So throwing knives do hardly any damage, and let me see if there's any manual aim ability here. So maybe if I were better at this, the problem is I can't see through my own character. I don't know where that's going. Well, at this point I shouldn't need to have to be too careful. There's only 2 left. Something growling at me? Alright, you, come on. That's what I want. Jumping attack is the best because it's really easy to time, and because he covers so much distance, it means that by the time he gets over to me, like, he's moving himself away from possible allies. I have tons of time to do a backstab. Okay. So I think these 2 are explosive barrels. How many firebombs? I have 12. Alright, I'll go ahead and use one just to test this. It's a little bit hard to tell whether the 2 in particular were explosive, but at least some of them were. This looks like an Indiana Jones. Just a shard. Nice. So I think maybe that will give me another Estus. I think that's what that did in DS2. Okay, so I came down these stairs. Titanite shard, very good. It would be good to find at least one secret door so I would have at least one data point about how to open one, so I don't have to keep trying every possible way. And of course, when you hit the wall with your sword, it consumes durability. So there's a path down here. Oh, there's a bone doggy. Why didn't he aggro on me before? Cell key. I can go free love track. If I can remember where he is. Okay, now I didn't drop down to that intermediate level yet. It doesn't look like there's anything there, but it should be quick to check it out now. Oh, there's a chest here. Interesting. I'm gonna leave that for a sec. Because I want to look at it again from a distance. Okay, so I can drop down in either of two places. I think I'll take some damage. Yeah. My timing on the roll as I fall needs work. Okay. So that's what the chest looks like from here. Especially with all this fog. It's not that easy to see, and of course there was a bunch of junk near it before. Oops, this way. Just want to make sure I'd be able to recognize it. I see, and from up here, you can't see it at all, essentially. Barely, because of that hanging cloth. Interesting. And from here, it's reasonably visible. Chests in the other games were pretty easy to see from a distance. Store a straight sword. I've never used this either. Requires 12 faith. Okay. Now in DS1, I think this was considered a divine weapon, meaning it was useful against skeletons. I don't see anything in additional effects. Let me look at what those are. Frost, poison, bleed. Huh. So it requires faith, but it doesn't scale with it. Huh. Well, I'll probably continue to not use it. Now the other thing I want to know is, in DS2, chests could be destroyed if you hit them too many times. And if you destroyed a closed chest, you'd lose the item. But I actually don't know if even in DS2 you could destroy them after you open them. And in DS2 the problem was that the enemies, if you were near an enemy and the enemy swung, the enemy would start damaging the chest, and then he could either destroy it or you would if you later did a mimic check. Well, screwed it up again. Let me try from here. Damn it. This isn't supposed to be that hard. When I land... There we go. Just tap, roll... Okay. In one of the games, I think what I remember doing is tapping roll just before I would land. But here... I think that was too early. I think I need to be tapping it as I land or slightly after. See, there was slightly after. Okay. Let's see how late I can do it. about the same. That was pretty late. Okay, so the window, I think, starts right when my toes touch the ground. And it extends for quite a while after. That was about a tenth or maybe 1500ths of a second after. Okay, let's heal up the damage I took falling down. So I got the cell key, which I could use probably to free Lautrec, or whatever he's called in this game. But I also have the way forward through here. That guy. So I can drop down if I want to fight him from here. I'm considering if I should take him out with the bow. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I don't even know if it'll work, but I want to know if it will. I need to take off some armor just in case he comes after me. Yeah. And I suspect he will respawn anyway, so I'm not losing the ability to fight him. It looked like he was winding up for a shot. Well, I'm not proud of it, but it at least answers the question. Yes, I can kill him that way. And so as I recall, he was at the bottom of the ladder. I just want to see if I remember this layout correctly. So I've done whatever there was in this room, I think. I came from up here. This is where this guy was hanging out. And that... I think that's where Lautrec is. Let me check on that. No, it's not here. So I already lost, forgot where Lautrec is. Right, okay, so this is to the guy I just killed. The glowing guy is going to get up. Oh! I didn't remember two of them. My bad. These are all empty, it would seem. Now the guy I just killed, I killed him from there. So, is this what he dropped? Winged Knight Halberd. That must have been what he dropped. Since he dropped his weapon, maybe that means he doesn't respond. Now the rapier, which, well, so be it if so. The rapier is a weapon I really liked in DS2. Winged Knight Halberd requires 26 strength and 16 dex. I don't have either. I'm at 20 and 15. And chain spin, I guess, is the weapon skill. So I wonder if that means that... because that would mean that I would have limited spin to win uses. So I wonder if the enemies do too. The Winged Knights, okay, so I guess those were supposed to be wings on his back. A heavy blade can only be, right. Chain spin. In a large spinning motion and use strong attack to continue the motion until stamina is exhausted. Interesting. Okay. And the rapier. This is mainly scaling with dex. Lightweight thrusting. Can attack with shield up. From stance, use normal to backstep and execute surprise attack or strong for consecutive thrusting. I see, maybe like Ricard's rapier. The great thing about the rapier, the best thing is the ability to attack with the shield up, because, you know, at least to most kinds of damage, you're essentially invulnerable as long as you got the stamina for it. All of these guys, I mean, not only is their armor empty, but there's no head. I wonder if that's significant. I also want to note, will I take damage from this? Yes. Okay. Not a huge... yeah, in fact, very little damage, but okay, it does damage me. More importantly, it stuns me. That guy looks maybe special. Another ember. Okay. This sword kind of reminds me of Sif's sword from DS1. Okay, so we came in here. I cheesed him from that ledge. I've knocked down most of these armor suits. So it looks like through there to that garden-looking thing is my main exit. But I want to spy check all these suits of armor first. So the statue is someone holding their helmet. And then the head has been removed. hear something breathing somewhere. I don't know how you go about sticking so many swords into, like, stone. I don't think you could do that on accident. Okay, so this whole area... What is illuminating that statue? Looks like a spotlight. Is there like a shaft of sunlight coming in through something? I guess that's what it's supposed to be. Like maybe through that gap in the buildings? There's a thing on that roof. I've been up there. Yeah, I could get that. I'm gonna go get that item before I go out to the garden. If I can. Should just be up this ladder. Kind of miss the ability to sprint up ladders. Here and then... Okay, I thought it'd be closer than this. Yeah, I could try to jump, but it looks like it's too far and this tree is in the way. So maybe I can't get it. Looks like if I were on the next... No. Okay, but if there's... Oh, there's a gettable... Yeah, there's a gettable item there on the other side of the tree, and from there it looks like I should be able to get that item. So that's probably where I get it. Okay, not from here. So... Let's go back. Oops. Okay, so I think I don't have that item. Is there something in this corner? There's a blue glow there with no apparent source, but I guess that's kind of true all over this area. Okay, into the garden. Oh, there's that circular window with the item behind it, maybe? Okay, so I got an item there, circular window, but I think up, well, let me check here first. Okay, so let's go up here since I'm thinking that might lead to the item I was trying to get a second ago. So up those stairs is another way. And then here I am on the roof. That certainly looks like a makeable jump. Ring of Sacrifice. Okay. Let's read its description. Lose nothing upon death, but breaks, weighs 1. Okay. So, DS2 had something different, but in DS1 there was a Ring of Sacrifice with essentially the same graphic. I'm not sure the safest way to get down. I'll try jumping. Oops, I didn't jump. The thing was, right, because it saves you from losing your souls or like maybe losing your ember status. But the main equation that I did in my head was if I was going to buy another one, would it cost me more than it would save me? And in DS1 it was 5,000 souls, so it only made sense if you had more than that on you. Ooh, summon sign. I must be getting near a boss fight. Touching this Lion Knight Albert. Okay. Not gonna do any summoning. Just curious about it. Okay, so I got 2 sword and shield guys. Need to make sure I only draw 1. Bunch of guys down there. Oh, I see. That one's spear and shield. Now, the ease with which I can get back here, if I die, very much depends on whether this guy respawns. Which I don't know yet. So before I push through there, let me check out these stairs. I'm surprised this guy isn't aggroed yet. Hello? Uh-oh. I didn't get a good look at what those were. I ran away. I just saw a bunch of things coming towards me. Alright, let's go ahead and heal. I didn't mean to go up to the rooftop. Okay, so just regular hollows, I guess. That was a different noise. Yeah, when the one before died, the one here, when he died, he made a different noise. More of a whooshing sound. I assume Green Blossom, temporary boost to stamina recovery speed. I guess I should read the flavor text. Swing their mighty swords with abandon. Sounds like fun. Okay. And this looks like an elevator to a shortcut, but I think I need to cut this episode here, and I will explore that elevator in the next one.